What is going on, guys, and welcome to a new video. And today, highly anticipated update Menaphos has been released, the 6-month expansion into the game featuring the new Golden City. And I have to say, I've been super excited for this update. We put out some pre-release videos and it's finally here today. We get to access all the content. So today's video is going to go through sort of my progression on day one, what I got up to, and basically I'll put a couple of timestamps down in the description for various sections, but we're going to go through some Shifting Tombs, a little bit of Slayer, one of the big Slayer releases that they kept secret, which was the Orders of Slayer and becoming your own Slayer Master. Like, this is one thing I want to say is this is just such a huge update, so much to find out about. Like, this is only day one, so this video is really only touching the surface of what I want to cover. With this Menaphos release, there's going to be loads of videos in the future, and I'm already super excited. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and smash that like button if you're excited for the release of Menaphos and enjoying the content so far, because I most certainly am. Okay, so just logged in and need to do the Menaphos quest, the Jack of Spades, to gain entry. Requirements are Diamond in the Rough, and you can start this quest by speaking to Amir in the Alcatraz Palace, who is this guy here. So we're going to start the quest now, and I'll get back to you when we have completed it. Okay, so just finished up the quest there. Did not take too long at all, like probably about 20 minutes. It's a nice little sort of introduction to the city. It takes you through each of the different districts. And yeah, you just basically have to speak to a person in each of the districts, and then the Jack of Spades steals something from each of the individual persons. Once it's stolen from all 4 districts, you go and meet him in the Shifting Tombs. It reveals himself as Ozan, and then he gives you the items back and tells you that he thinks that Damascus is planning something within the city and that the Pharaoh is sort of corrupt. And then you get to return each of the items that you stole to the different districts, which gives you 1,000 rep in each district. So you get 4,000 rep total, which gives you access to the Grand Exchange, and level 1 in each of the districts, and obviously complete the quest there once you return and speak to Hassan. So yeah, that is the first quest done. Okay, so when you finish the quest, you can speak to this guy here, and he will give you a Menaphos journal, and this basically seems to have all of the different items that can be found within the city, and also all of the different cats with sort of clues about how to find them. And obviously I think there'll probably be some sort of reward for finding all of these different jewels and cats. Okay, so just opened up the achievement system, and you can see here all of the different tasks that you can get within Menaphos. So obviously I've got some that are yet to unlock. So the Crocodile's Tears quest, the Hour Man in the North quest, and the Fight Club quest are all locked, and also Feeling Good, which is restore the Grand Library's register of notable cat citizens of Menaphos. I think this is because some of the cats are going to be locked. Yeah, so one of them is locked behind the Fight Club quest, but we can get all of the gems which I just showed you in the Menaphos journal, so none of those are locked behind quests. And then there's several other ones like slay a combination of 500 corrupted and devourer creatures, complete a city quest from an inhabitant of Menaphos, adventure down a Shifting Tomb and successfully escape, earn tier 10 Menaphos reputation, earn tier 10 reputation with the Imperial faction, Merchant faction, and the Ports faction, and the Worker faction. So basically quite a few different things to go through there. What I'm going to do is first probably go into a Shifting Tomb, and then maybe go take a look at the Slayer dungeon. Just a quick tip, you can use the Shifting Tombs to do quick travel to each of the different districts. So you can go to, or if you right click and then quick travel, you can choose which district you want to go to. Okay, so on screen at the moment you can see a sped up run of a Shifting Tomb that I did. It was pretty much as expected from the pre-release content that they showed. For those of you who didn't watch the video, there's basically 3 things that you have to do. You've got to cleanse corruption, open chests, and open sarcophagi. The corruption is cleansed by breaking the vases, or the vases, and also mining the rocks. You can break the vases at a distance, and it also doesn't interrupt your pathing, and you have a set corruption target per tomb. Opening the chest requires skills outside of the 8 within Shifting Tombs, and you get the Feathers of Mahat from them. And then the sarcophagi, there's like a pattern that you have to follow. There's basically 3 lightnings that go to 3 different tiles. You press the 3 different tiles in the correct order, and then it opens the chest for you, and you get thieving experience for that. So yeah, on screen at the moment you can see me running through that tomb solo. Got quite a lot of chests in my first one, so picked up a decent amount of feathers. I was struggling to complete all the achievements though, just due to the sheer size of the shifting tomb, and definitely if you want to complete all of the objectives, you are going to want to get together in a team to do that. Okay, so if you smash 5 urns in quick succession, you become powered up and get this trail behind you, and it means that you can basically do this, which allows you to blast through loads of corruption in one go, like that. Okay, so I just completed a shifting tomb then, but because I hadn't selected a district, I didn't get any reputation for it, so I managed to pick up 72 feathers of Mahat, so that's 72 creatures there. There is no corruption to cleanse from your body. Okay, so in order to access the tier system, you click on this icon up here, and then you can align yourself with each of the districts. And you do it by clicking the star in the corner. So I'm going to have a quick look at the rewards for each of the districts, and then I'll decide which one I'm going to do. So as far as I can tell, there isn't too much difference between each of the district's rewards, other than that it is sort of aligned to that district. So the first one is a bank deposit box in the district that you choose. The second one is like a faction head cosmetic override. The third one is a teleport to that district, to shifting teams, and also to the Sophanum Slayer dungeon. So when you get to level 4 in any of the factions, you'll be able to teleport or create teleports directly to the Slayer dungeon. Level 5 is faction legs. Level 6 is access to the bank chest within that faction. Level 7 is the faction body. Level 8 is improved skilling boost in that district. So if you are planning to skill in any of the districts, so if you plan to do like woodcutting, then you want to align yourself with the Imperial district. If you want to do fishing, you want to align yourself with the Ports district. If you want to do thieving, merchant district, and if you want to do mining, the worker district. Level 9 is a title for that district, and level 10 is a different coloured magic carpet pet for each of those districts. So all very similar except slightly different, just based on the district that it's in. So whichever one you want to pick. The only thing I would say that changes that is obviously if you were planning to do any surface world skilling, pick that one first and level that one up to level 10. Okay, so on screen at the moment you can see me killing the highest level corrupted creatures, the corrupted workers. I've got a task of those from Simona. You can see him blitzing through them fairly quickly. Not too difficult a mob. One thing I just want to mention is there's like an effect in the dungeon where you yourself gets corrupted, and you get stacks of corruption on you, and for every stack you get 1% more damage taken and also 1% more damage dealt. So it capped at 25% of these corrupted workers, so basically taking and giving 25% more damage. So it was a really pretty quick task to blitz through, because they don't really attack you a lot, they attack with melee, and yeah, we're getting about 325k Slayer experience per hour, so not too bad there. Okay, so we've just finished up our first task. Let's see how many corrupted creatures we've killed. So 268 was our first task because we preferred it. Let's see what we get in loot. So 1.2 mil for 268 of the corrupted workers. Nothing really of note. Bang on 2,000 soda ash, 4 of the vital sparks. I did kill a couple of the other creatures, so that isn't absolutely precise. But it wasn't many at all, it was only like 2 or 3. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I am going to probably claim this reward, hopefully go get a Devourer task, and then we can test out the highest tier Devourer creatures. Okay, so I'm currently in the south west part of the port section. Apparently if we talk to this guy, he takes you to a place called the Sunken Pyramid, which basically is a new way to, or has some bonuses to Slayer. So we'll head in here and see what we can do within the within this new area. So this place is called the Order of Slayer, and it basically allows you to become your own Slayer Master. So we will accept, and we'll see what we have to do. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to capture the souls of every single Slayer creature in the game, and you use these Ushabati to do it. So you get given some to start off with, depending on what your Slayer level is. So you get up to a maximum of 50 if you have 120 Slayer. And you have a chance to capture their soul by simply killing one of the creatures. So she also gives you this Slayer Codex, which allows you to track all of the souls that you've captured for all of the Slayer monsters within the game. And so you're going to need 146 of these Ushabati in order to do it, which you can buy for points from Slayer Masters, and she'll basically teach you a little bit more about Slayer. Now at the back of the at the back of it is like it looks like you can create your own personalised sort of Slayer dungeon, and yeah, I'm going to have an explore around this, and then we'll get back to you when I figured out a little bit more about this. So the glowing circles allow you to add monsters to that area, and I don't know whether this is like sort of your own personal Hall of Fame, like you got the soul from that monster and you can show it off kind of thing, or whether it's going to allow some sort of Slayer benefit whilst fighting those monsters. I don't know. This is clearly a huge update. This is the one of the hidden pieces of content that they told us about. Obviously maybe you need to fill the top floor with souls before you can, it looks like this is blocked off until you, and maybe you can go upstairs or downstairs here. Like, this is obviously a massive piece of content that is going to take a very long time to complete, and it's going to require whole separate videos to cover all of this. So I'm really pumped and excited for this, and definitely going to be covering this in much more detail in the future. Okay guys, so that is going to be it for this video, a very whistle-stop tour of what I have been up to on my first day of Menaphos. Really enjoyed exploring the city so far. I feel like I've got a good flavour of some of the major bits of the update, and I would just highly recommend that you sort of interact with this content, do this content, and explore this content. With regards to the quest, like, I would recommend just reading through the dialogue. It doesn't take too long to get through it, reading through all the dialogue, and it just gives you a little bit of a background and atmosphere to the city itself. Like, there's just so much to talk about, and I'm going to leave it for future videos, but yeah, I want to try and pump out quite a few videos this week of just what I get up to exploring the city each day, sort of drops that I get, things that I find, things that other people find. So yeah, what I'm probably going to do is try and put out sort of a video each day of new content that has been discovered and that I managed to get up to, and then after the first week of release I'll probably move on to guides and more sort of time-consuming videos, such as loot videos as well. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please do like and subscribe if you are new. There's plenty of Menaphos content coming soon, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.